Side by side with Ilott and Tsunoda, this race coming alive. Tsunoda won't give this one up. He's got the fresh tyres. He's still got a fighting chance. At the very least, what he wants today is a podium, and he's got it. Ilott will try and fight back, but that's new wet rubber for Yuki Tsunoda, who will be driving furious right now. Here's the battle for second place. Schwartzman checking out front. This is for second place. Here's Yuki Tsunoda. Problem on the team radio. No problem with the inside line. That's second place. Can Tsunoda fight back and reclaim what he will believe was his? Rightfully his. That's victory in the feature race. He's got one car between him and victory. It's Robert Schwartzman, and he's 3 seconds up the road. Phenomenal entertainment. We had to wait a while for it, but Tsunoda with the better grip, with the inside line, and wait until turn 3. Nah, didn't fancy it. To the inside, let's get on with it. Race to be won here for the Honda Junior going past the Renault Junior. Joe looks on for a podium. It's very, there's a lock up there for Markelov. Very close indeed between Alesi and Tsunoda. Tsunoda will take the place. Alesi is yet to stop, and Tsunoda has done so. So Markelov having a starring role, this time with Tsunoda behind him. Tsunoda has made his mandatory stop. Markelov has not, but Markelov enjoying being in the upper reaches of the points. Something he hasn't managed this year. He's got a personal best of 14th.
He is on them immediately with the fastest lap of the race, and he's going to be in a great position to get by all of these. Look at the difference in grip on that medium tyre. Pokes his nose where it doesn't belong up the inside of the last part of the loop. Deruval up the inside of Schumacher.
Schumacher unable to defend. Through goes Yuki Tsunoda. When they get to a traction zone, you believe there will be, and onto the podium goes Guan Yu Zhou, brilliantly making the alternative strategy work, and up to third. Now Delatraz's wide moment's going to cost him 4th place. Tsunoda's going through,
and we'll see if Tsunoda comes out close enough. Yes, he does, I'm sure, to have a look at Lundgaard on the back straight. Aero weave from Lundgaard. Let's see if Tsunoda can make it down the outside.
He's going to try and go the long way round. He's going to do it. He's going to pass with barely any corners to go. Tsunoda gets through and up to third. Now here we go with Dragovic trying to come back. He's got a lot of pace. He can't use it though. Running out of momentum at Brooklands. Running out of road at Copse Corner. And he's found himself shuffled down the order. He might lose another place now with Tsunoda with the momentum and a brave move to go through there.
Just really quick, what a racer.
Oh, and looking for another move at Maggots. Super speed Yuki Tsunoda up into the points. That's the bad news if you're Mick Schumacher. Good news is you've got some lovely fresh rubber to attack for the rest of the race. There's Tsunoda diving to the inside of Dan Ticktum. He's got the momentum, and he's got a nose ahead by the time they go through Aintree Corner. He's also got the DRS to pull clear of the Dams driver, who tries to fight back, but Yuki Tsunoda has moved up to 10th position. Well, he definitely is fighting. It's nearly a 3-car battle. The Premers side by side at Silverstone. Schumacher takes the lead, but in doing so,
Yuki Tsunoda is going to win.
And Yuki Tsunoda takes the lead of the race. Schumacher and Schwartzman come together at Brooklands Corner, and Yuki Tsunoda had a great view of the collision that's given him the lead. And let's see it again. Brooklands Corner. Schumacher sweeping through into the lead, cutting across Schwartzman, whose front wing is damaged, and Yuki Tsunoda says, "Thank you very much indeed." He's all over the road with the better traction. Callum Ilott, he's fallen down to 4th. That might be about to come 5th, because right around the outside goes Yuki Tsunoda up to 4th place. And right now, as Vips and Schumacher battle, they're not the only ones, because into the corner we go with Tsunoda trying to get past Armstrong, and Guan Yu Zhou making the move on Sato. We'll see if he hung on to it in the background. Will a yellow car appear behind these two? It's now Tsunoda ahead of Armstrong.
After that slightly slow pit stop, as we see.
So this is going to be Yuki Tsunoda getting past, and that's for track position. Samaya has yet to stop. Now Tsunoda might be losing a position as Piquet gets up to 7th position and gets past Lundgaard. Then it's Aitken, and then it's Louis Delatraz going back ahead of Yuki Tsunoda.
They've been leaning on each other very, very hard indeed. And wow, Delatraz, very brave down the inside, giving Tsunoda the opportunity under traction. Big old slide for the Carlin on the exit. Takes that position back on the way down to turn 9.
I'll have that back, thank you very much. After it was yours for a couple of corners. Big lock up for Jack Aitken as we finally get back back to the F2 part of this race. This is what we expect from this fantastic one-make championship. They're all equal cars. It's down to the drivers, it's down to the engineers and the mechanics, and they are limited with team numbers. Every single person plays their part, and Tsunoda's trying to go all the way around the outside. He's happy with where his tyres are. Aitken hanging on. Tsunoda, this is where he spun in qualifying, but in the race he's making another place up, and he's up to 9th. It's Campos versus Carlin, and the Campos is ahead. Campos is trying to make the move on Lundgaard. That's late stuff on the brakes, and Jack Aitken, opportunistic stuff to get through, and that's really hurt Lundgaard. He goes backwards. Here's Nikita Mazepin then going through, and he is up to 7th place, making good use of that fresh rubber. So Mazepin up to 7th, and now we've got Tsunoda in 12th position because he's got past he's got past Jack Aitken, I should say. Lundgaard going backwards, Tsunoda going forwards.
Let's see, sets himself up, look, sees it all going on in front of him. Enthusiasm curved by the curb in turn 2, and Tsunoda goes screaming around the outside.
But Yuki is uninterested in the points. He wants 8th place.
Certainly does. Needs to be on pole tomorrow. He needs to make an impact this weekend. And he's looking to make progress now past Sean Galel. This one should be pretty easy in the DRS. So look how bumpy it is down to turn 1.
This is Yuki Tsunoda. And a replay of him demoting Sean Galel out of the point.
Tsunoda basically driving the same stint as Schumacher, but with everybody else in front of him. But he's just managing to delete the traffic at the moment.
You need a minimum 2 more positions.
He's being told that. He's trying to wait. And you don't really want to try and overtake at that part of the racetrack. He knew it. He had to wait. Look at that traction advantage, though, for Yuki Tsunoda. When he puts his foot flat to the floor, he gets past the high tech of Luca Giotto. And he's been told on the radio, you need 2 more positions. Make that 1 more place. And now he's looking at reverse grid pole for tomorrow. Yuki Tsunoda. He's going to outbrake Dan Ticktum. He's going to go. If Ticktum will relent, which he will, because he knows there's no chance to fight back, Yuki Tsunoda has gone from 22nd to reverse grid pole and 8th place. So we've got 1 Carlin attacking a Prema, and here we go with the move for Yuki Tsunoda. It's an easy one to get up to 7th place, but we've then got 1 Carlin defending from a Prema in the battle for 3rd position up the road. Another overtake for Yuki Tsunoda. 22nd to 7th now. We go on board with Yuki Tsunoda, who's laid on the brakes, and it's another position for the driver who's come from the very back now, and he's come up to 6th place. We go back to the battle for 2nd place. Here we go. This time it's going to be 2nd place for Yuki Tsunoda, who moves up, and it's just Nikita Mazepin ahead of him on track.
He's going to have another go, though, down to turn 4.
He's got DRS. He's surely going to take 2nd position there. He's avoided what would have been a huge accident, and he's taken 2nd place. Yuki Tsunoda. It is so tight. 5 to go. This is for the lead. Yuki Tsunoda trying to go through, and he is going to get to the inside. Huge defense offered by Mazepin. Huge commitment in response from Yuki Tsunoda, who takes the lead.
What can Mazepin do now with all of the track to play with on the exit? Let's see who gets DRS. It's going to be all about who crossed the detection zone first.
It is DRS for Nikita Mazepin. He's just going to keep his foot to the floor, and he's going to retake P1. What a battle we've got here. And they both go wide. Dragovic is going to try and make it 3 wide. Tsunoda hangs on. Incredible stuff here in the final stages of the feature race. Tsunoda's got the race lead. He just has a few laps to go before he can claim the win. Sequence of opening laps. Here's Yuki Tsunoda. He's got his tyres into the temperature window, and he's trying to do what he did yesterday and get past Nikita Mazepin at turn 1. Easy move in the end. Tsunoda is up to 8th.
Need to keep it sensible at the front, running each other out of road a little too much.
In the background, Yuki Tsunoda improving to 5th. He manages to get past Robert Schwartzman.
This time it's going to be Ticktum with the DRS and under attack at the front, but Eilert now under attack from Tsunoda behind.
It's not what Callum Eilert needs. It's Yuki Tsunoda going through and taking 3rd place. The Carlins have so much pace right now, and PK's coming through as well. Here's Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda's not sure what to do there, and Yuki Tsunoda's going to get ahead of Dan Ticktum. So Dan Ticktum seems slow there on the back straight, and it's a Carlin 1-2 as we head on to the final lap of the season.
A little bit after use into the final corner, wasn't it? I wonder if Tsunoda thought he caught a yellow flag out of the left side of his visor. The only thing I think seemed to get off the brakes again, but Ticktum fancies to go back down into turn 1, and he's not done yet, Dan Ticktum.
Ticktum sends one to the inside, and there's a 5-second penalty for Marcus Armstrong. Oh, it's very tight indeed as Tictum closes the door, but there's so much momentum for Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, there's the lock-up for Tictum. He doesn't need these tyres at the end of the lap. How has he stayed ahead? Super aggressive stuff from Tictum, but we've still got the lap to go. And we're on board with Yuki Tsunoda as Tictum nearly loses it over the bumps. He's hanging on to second. And meanwhile, we're waiting for them to appear in our picture out of turn number 8. Tictum still ahead. And Tsunoda now trying to go around the outside as his teammate is oh so close to victory. It's the final lap of the season. Tictum's trying to hang on. He's locking up. He's surely going to open the door for Yuki Tsunoda. For the first time in Formula 2, Jan Daruvula wins. And it's a Carly 1-2 across the line. Yuki Tsunoda beats Dan Tictum.